Hello everyone, I'm the GG Gamer and welcome back. Today I thought, I'm in the mood for a bit of a laugh. Let's look at some memes and 9gag and see what it has on here for us. So I've gone to the funny section and let's see what we find here. Hopefully something that will, make everyone chuckle a bit. Bring your puppy to work day. Do you know what? I can't tell if this is just the dog that's just got in the way of something or the guy's actually doing it. Oh, yeah, definitely on purpose now. Oh. Little boy taking his dog on a sledge ride. Oh, this is very wholesome. I think this deserves to be in the wholesome comments rather than the funny one. Wow, that's very sweet. Let's see. If anyone can guess this animal, I will drink tonight. Well, you know what? I think someone might be drinking tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb. Sometimes the comments on these are just the funniest. Let's see what. Pretty sure it's a giraffe. It's Christian Bale. Christian Bale gains £40,000 to play an elephant in Amazon's Lord of the Rings series. Well, he is a method actor. Supra, orange, lion, black penguin. So, I think we're all clear that the one thing it definitely is not is an elephant. Let's keep going. Smart. AI robot programmed to give ethical advice turns racist and homophobic after studying 1.7 million real-life human examples. Well, you could tell, can't you? It's just crazy eyes, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. Hello, so I'm here to pick up your daughter. This is the kind of design that you see on those cardboard cups at dentists or like in waiting rooms. Both on his t-shirt and his car, it's just that colour of green. We love garlic bread. Garlic bread. Is there a sound? Cement. I see this and I just can't help thinking they got very bored at work. That one did make me chuckle a little bit, but I think this should more be captioned, what people do when they're bored at work. Someone said that Michael Cera, Jesse Eisenberg, Andy Samberg. Last pick of gallery. I don't know, has the gallery been removed from something? Welcome to Wendy's. Fucking trying to eat. Do they actually make them wear these I assume that's a wig. Well, I can only assume just the, eye-assaulting orange that it is. But I mean, do they make them wear it? How do they sort of come up with that at the job interview? Okay, you've got the job, we're going to hire you. Da, da, da. So these are the perks. You get this time off. You don't have to wear an orange. I mean, is it actually written down, or just do they spring it on them after they've already started? The guy who got hit in the nuts, Star Wars reference. The guy who saw it. Gotta say, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan has done a lot of faces that sort of convey someone else is being hit in the balls. When you promised round 2 but gave it your all in round 1. Oh, let me have a 10-minute nap and a Red Bull and I'll get back to you. I don't know. There's either something going on like that or there's some lint on it or something that she's picking off. It's pronounced LMAO. Hee hee lameo. Upside down Mr. Potato Head looks like Steve Harvey. Yeah, I don't know. These ones, when the sort of like the people they're talking about, especially if they're like quite well known, well, I don't know if they actually reply like this. We're sorry to bother you at a time like this, Mum. We would have come earlier, but your husband wasn't dead then. Ah, Leslie Nielsen. He was just a legend. I think it was the 80s that he was, the movies he was in, but like Airplane, The Naked Gun. Oh, it's just that kind of innocent humour. Very cute cat, very floofy. I've got a feeling on this like there's going to be some good comments. Deformed cat, deformed, picked the wrong section, fool. Deformed munchkin breed, don't support this. The leg, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a kitten. I mean, it's very small if it was a full-size cat. But the sort of arms and legs did seem quite short, even then. I just kind of thought it was like, you know, just a lot of fur. Deformed. I don't know about deformed, but I do know like some breeds have been like selectively bred, and they're not kind of selectively bred to make better pets than, you know, actual animals, if that makes sense. Funny how. Deformed like 90% of dog breeds. Well, yeah, it's just the pet trade has just pushed like with dogs and cats, they've just pushed this up. But I've definitely seen some dogs that just, you know, their bone structure seems just, you know, just not very positive. My jokes, me making people laugh, making people worry about my mental health. Prequels are the best. Drive like your kids live here. 2022 preview. The economy is so bad that I received a pre-declined credit card in the mail. CEOs are now playing miniature golf. ExxonMobil laid off 25 congressmen. Angelina Jolie adopted a child from America. Motel 6 won't leave the light on anymore. A picture is now the only worth 200 words. They renamed Wall Street Walmart Street. Finally, I called a suicide hotline. I got a call centre in Pakistan, and when I told them I was suicidal, they got all too excited and asked if I could drive a truck. Al dente. So I think this has gone slightly beyond al dente. I'm not a fan of al dente personally. Pasta, you know, if it's sort of hard at all, it's not really pasta. Sort of same as rice. You know, there's nothing worse than if you're, you know, really hungry, you're cooking yourself something, either, you know, something with pasta or rice or something like that, even lasagna, and you think you've cooked it all the way through, but you forget to taste it, and then you bite into it and there's a little crunch, and that little crunch is just enough to ruin the taste. This happened to me last week. Felt like heaven. When your best friend's parents say, you're not a guest anymore, you're family. Is that the guy from the Twitter post earlier? I forget his name, but one went a bit political. Okay, let's turn the sound on this. Not bad, not bad. Bit of creative editing there. Quite like that. Yeah. Well, it either actually has swallowed a phone, or it's been hanging around in this place too long. Very creative, but I've heard other things like that, like, you know, people who have owned birds before have told me, like, that one bird that they had, it mimicked their father's cough. He had a like very distinctive sort of cough, and this bird would mimic it cough.
Hello.
And people would think, you know, especially at night or something like that, that's, you know, someone is in there that it shouldn't, but it was just this bird, and they're excellent at imitating. Girl from Earth always wins Miss Universe. Girls from other planets of the Milky Way and galaxies yet to be discovered. If you don't have any friends, you're not an introvert, you're a problem. Not quite. If you think being an extrovert gives you the right to bash introverts for not having friends, then you are not an extrovert, you're an ashtrovert. Weak. We once had a kid at work who was pretty shy and liked to just keep to himself and didn't interact with anybody too much. One day another co-worker was following him at saying anything he could to get a reaction. Finally the kid turns around and says, "Does your ass just get jealous of your mouth for how much shit comes out of it?" and resumed walking. I lost it. The look of disbelief that was on everyone's face was hilarious. After that, the quiet kid wasn't so quiet. Well, yeah. I mean, but again, I'd say at work, these kind of things are different. I mean, at work, you've got a different persona to sort of, when you're just hanging out. Some people, I myself, like at work, it's not that I wouldn't make friends with anyone, but you have to sort of look professional and everything, and you don't know who you meet or who you colleagues at work, they don't necessarily have your back personally. If you do something wrong, or you do something that you think is perfectly professional and okay, but they take offense to it, and then they say, we've all either had experiences like that or seen experiences like that, and it's just, you just have to be careful. In this day and age, you just have to be careful at work. Multiplayer in year 2000, they got some bits right. The year 2000, you'll be able to challenge someone hundreds of miles away to game. The games will contain miniature radio transmitters and receivers, which will transmit your move and receive those of your opponent with very little time delay. You can even send messages to your opponent telling him that you fucked. Oh, okay. So I see the toxic game communities are still, or were predicted in 2000, as being, so they did get that right. But I mean, even in 2000s, the internet was around, so I'm sure they could predict roughly how it was going. I mean, but if you compare what technology was like in year 2000 to 21 years later now, it is pretty spectacular. I mean, you can literally play these complex games with someone on the other side of the planet. So if I wanted to now, I could fire up one of my games, let's say Battlefield 2042 being the latest. I could connect to an Australian server, pretty much the other side of the globe, and I could play with them, not just play with them, but 128 player match. And it's amazing to think that you're connected to someone on the other side of the world, and these are real-time movements. So when we, fight each other and drive vehicles and stuff, and we can see each other, that's like real time. So if you think the distance involved to get messages back and forth halfway around the planet instantaneously, that is a huge achievement. And here they're just talking about chess. Right, let's move on a bit. Okay, Isaac Newton died a virgin. That means I have one up on history's greatest scientific genius, because I'm not dead. 4 separate movies. Yeah, he does seem to favour this look quite a lot. I mean, I don't know if any of them are Fast and the Furious. I imagine at least 2 are Jumanji. The other one was another forest movie he did. Some Jungle Cruise, something like that. Yeah. Aww. I'm surprised it's staying on. I thought cats would be freaked out by that kind of thing. Trying to think of ways to become a millionaire overnight so you don't have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm familiar with that mindset. Top 5 Soviet leaders ranked by their eyebrows. Brezhnev? Okay, someone will have to tell me how to correctly pronounce that, because I just don't think I'm getting that right. There is no number 2. There is no competing with Brez. That is a fairly epic unibrow he's got going right there. Blimey. I mean, it doesn't even fade really sort of in the middle there, really, does it? That is one spectacular eyebrow, that. Can you remind the teacher to check homework in class? Yeah. This was just about the reaction, my school.
Ну-ка, покажи сиськи.
What is happening
Уебать,
there?
нормально. Да, сосочки заебись, бля.
Oh, it's
По кайфу.
they're photographing or something.
Ну-ка
Oh,
покажи сиськи.
influence.
Уебать, нормально.
Oh,
Да,
okay.
сосочки заебись, бля.
I assume Russian. Time to boycott any event, nightclub, gig, football match, concert, theatre, anything that requires a mandatory vaccine passport. Let them learn the hard way. You're not allowed in here. Oh yeah, well, I'm boycotting you. Walking from your bed to your desk while working from home is officially commuting, German court rules, after man slips down his stairs and successfully claims it was a workplace accident. That is genius. As someone who works from home quite a lot, since COVID, I can fully support that. Wake up, there's a commute to the coffee machine, switching it on, then you commute to the shower, commute back to the coffee machine to get your coffee, and then your final commute to your desk and turn on for the day. So if I trip anywhere in those proceedings, I think I'll claim for something. Helmet approved by FDA to treat depression, available in Arizona. Yeah, it does look like a toaster, I've got to say. Doesn't really quite say why it cures depression. Let's go a bit further. We will make the new iPhone a fraction of the price of the old one. Apple do tend to do this. I don't know if it was true, but I saw online once that they were charging something like $1,200. Not even for a computer, it was for the metallic stand that a computer rests on. So that all-in-one computer, like in a big screen that Apple sell, the stand for that or something like that was $1,200. So, yeah, I can believe that. And I'm glad that, apparently there's a new law coming in Europe where it's forcing all phone manufacturers, and by that I mean mainly Apple, because they're the only ones that use a proprietary charging connection. They're forcing them to all use like USB-C to cut down on waste, which I think is a really good idea. When you try a new machine at the gym, but you don't know how it works, so you look really, really dumb. Well, again, same principle, just try, you'll get there. Okay, well, they made it. I assume someone's going to come up here. Oh, jeez. Oof. Yeah, I'd be worried about the people inside there, I've got to say. A few minutes after everyone leaves the house and you're finally alone. Yeah, I think everyone gets what that's referencing. I can feel his pain. Ooh, they're going to fly off.
Agora deu. E agora derruba. Agora.
Okay. Got to put all the nuts back on and then do it after he's moved it a bit. California store owner prices all items so thieves can be prosecuted. Blimey. Is that the threshold? I heard of that happening somewhere, that there was a threshold, like a monetary value threshold set at which thieves can be prosecuted. So is that the limit? Is it sort of just over $900 or something like that? Sonic 2 trailer. Ugh, I think this is probably fake. I mean, they changed the face in the first one over fans' reaction and feedback, so I don't see why they'd do this in the second. Yeah, that's fake. I mean, that looks like a kind of puppet, really. I'm sure that is from something, I just can't picture what. Fate, bring them back together. Kiss my long... Oof. Blimey, there's some pretty epic belly flops here, seriously. You belly flop from that and it's gonna hurt. How many times do I have to assure you, Jim, there is no other man, right? How many times do I have to assure you, Jim? There is no other man. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Just because you're different doesn't mean you're not beautiful. Now go out there, shine, you magnificent. What the fuck? Hey, I'm Paul. Hi, I'm John. Ah, I get it. Yep. Impossible.
Yeah, just send me that email. I'm just gonna step in.
Are you kidding me? Sorry. It says wet paint.
Yeah, just send me that email. I'm just gonna step in.
That's very well done. Daily meme reward for my pals. I can charge upside down. I think that's the laptop, the Apple thing I was talking about. 360. Good old Nokia. You know, the sort of the gold standard of phones. Not gold standard. I mean, it was really good. Obviously, like a week's battery and all that. But you know, obviously, no kind of internet really or anything like that. Beatboxing bird. Art in front of the Slovenian Parliament. I'd like to know if its citizens did this or the MPs did that. Either way, it's funny. I mean, there's two little lights there. I mean, did someone actually... Is that shining through from the other side, or did they actually put two little lights in there? Yeah. Hate to say it, but, you know, children nowadays, they want the expensive things. I mean, 3 months old son, I mean, surely that's not correct, obviously, but, you know, where's the ha-ha? Live, laugh, lay down, suppressing fire. Quite. To me, that's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, you know, and there's been a compromise reached somewhere, or there's been a bet or some kind of something like that, where the ultimatum was, if I win, I get to do this.
Got this, buddy. No, he's gonna make it.
What was he trying to do?
Here, Bear.
Oh,
You
bear.
okay? Where are you?
Oh, yes, that's the sound of a wet and happy
Come on,
cat.
buddy. Come here.
Oh,
Come
he's
here.
not happy.
Come here and let me dry you.
when everybody thinks you're evil, but deep down you're a softie. Yeah. That's Skeletor, but that could also be Death from Terry Pratchett. He likes kittens as well. So, time for a classic. Identifying wood. Accurate results with simple tools. Well, I mean, that would be the sort of the words most used in an article like this or a journal like this. You have to find Siri. You have to find Siri, Geralt. Yep, let's play some Gwent, do a few other side quests.
Чисто срочники пекли хліб.
Wow,
Погоди, горіх нафиг.
that is very stale
Чисто
bread.
срочники пекли хліб.
Охуеть.
When someone is waving in your direction and you're not sure if it's you, yeah. Yeah. You all don't understand how long I've been laughing at this.
Check the whole house.
Yes, but he's not normal. When I went to magic camp.
What does that mean?
It's an illusionist camp. They escape stuff and eat coins.
Have you checked outside?
You don't understand. Last week he made me pick a card and a bird flew out of my mouth. He doesn't own a bird. Where did that bird come from?
Okay.
Oh, no. His parents are pulling in.
Maybe they know where he's hiding.
I'm not going to these cards. Oh, my God. Am I going to go to jail? What the fuck, Connor?
Ma'am?
You in the fucking freezer? How do you breathe in there? It was They're playing hide and seek.
Yeah. I'd say that boy's going to grow up to be a magician. Them, you can't post any random pic and expect people to understand it, mate. Well, without explaining it, I think I know what that's referencing, and you know, if you know what that's referencing as well, post it in the don't post it in the comments, but find a subtle way in the comments of letting us know you know what it means. I've seen this clip before, and I haven't heard what's being said, but I mean, there's only so much he could be saying that would make her have these expressions. Someone was saying she took some acid before the awards or something like that, and she's just tripping really badly, and it looks it. Blimey, oof. Pain is the sign you're still alive. As if I needed that constant reminder. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't do drugs like this. My suffering raw. Not really funny. I am buying party pizza for a party, right? Let's learn statistical mathematics. Okay, this is posted in funny, I'll remind you, so let's see if they do it. Ludwig Boltzmann, who spent much of his life studying statistical mechanics, died in 1906 by his own hand. Paul Ehrenfest, carrying on the work, died similarly in 1933. Now it's our turn to study statistical mechanics. Oof. Sounds a very dry subject.
We're going. I'm in a hurry. I must go out now. Who are you? I'm fired. So. We're going.
Now, when you're playing with lions, it's important to never show fear.
Well, if he didn't do that on purpose, he's lost all credibility as a lion keeper. Her, you don't talk too much, do you? Him, no. How much of an introvert are you? Man arrested for training dog to throw bricks at people, ringing his doorbell. Well, at least the dog looks happy there. Okay guys, I bought a $100 cat tree and multiple beds just for you. The cats, yeah. I have a cat and I can fully support anything that says they go and sit down exactly where you need to be next. If you're going to do something on your computer, you'll find them on the chair for your computer. If you need to cook something, they're at your feet begging for scraps. Completely understand that. Right everyone, I'm going to leave that video there. I hope you enjoyed seeing some memes with me, hopefully having a bit of a laugh as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.